Hey guys, what's up? We're gonna finally learn a full R&B neo-soul chord progression played on acoustic guitar, fingerpicking, explaining every single detail about it. So we're gonna talk about the chord positions, the fingerpicking pattern, the timing, the music theory, and how to make it groovy with all of the embellishments. We're gonna be in the key of D minor, which basically means D minus 7 is our 1-7 chord. But we are not gonna start from D minus 7. We are gonna start from a B flat major 7, which is this chord here, but we are not gonna play a full B flat major 7. We are in fact going to be playing only 3 strings to play a shell voicing, 1, 3, 7, there's no fifth. And we're gonna do a hammer-on between the 6th and the major 7th of the chord. And we're gonna only pluck, or if you like, a rake arpeggio basically on the top 3 strings, okay, the lowest 3 strings really. Like this, okay? As always, all of the tabs are going to be available on my Patreon page. So this is our first chord, a B flat major 7. Then we're gonna play an A7, shell voicing as well. So again, only 3 strings, but this time the 3 strings are the 6th, 4th, and 3rd, and it's gonna look like this, okay? There's no 5th. After this, we are going to introduce one of the sources of the R&B and neo-soul genre, which is the use of diminished 7th chords. And we're going to start with a C sharp diminished 7th, which we are then going to move into an E diminished 7th. If you guys know anything about diminished 7 chords, you may already know that these chords are actually the same chord, just an inversion of each other, because the notes within a C sharp diminished 7th and the notes within an E diminished 7th are the same. In fact, any diminished 7 chord, you can move it by 3 half steps and you're still playing the same notes because these chords are symmetrical, okay? But the way we're going to be playing them, again, very interesting, because we're going to use, even here, a pinky hammer-on the 2nd string this time. So instead of just doing this, we're gonna be doing this twice, okay, on both chords, okay. Hey guys, before we continue with the lesson, I wanted to show you this really cool new product that I'll be using for the rest of today's video. It's the Audigo wireless mic and iPhone app. It's like a pocket-sized recording studio that helps you create great sounding audio and video. So you shoot video with the app, and it automatically syncs the audio that you recorded on the mic. And it's wireless, there's no cable in here. You can then mix with stereo, EQ, reverb, compression and more, all in the app. Super easy, no computer or other software needed. You can also do multi-track recording and share it directly in the app to collaborate with other musicians. I think it's really cool. I think this is going to be a game changer, particularly for content creators. Oh, and I love this. It's magnetic, and this comes with the microphone. I'll be using it a lot, both when I'm on the go, when I'm traveling, and I'm looking for a pocket-sized recording studio to make my content, but also here in my home studio, when I'm looking for an easy and comfortable way to make my content real quick, with great quality, and no cables around. So thanks Audigo for sponsoring this video, and guys, there's a link in the description below to check it out. And now let's get back to the lesson. So we had this, and then this is the introduction to the D minus 7, which is gonna feel like the home chord, because it's obviously the 1 minor. It's the tonic chord in the key of D minor. And we're gonna be playing this with a classic, you know, groovy move, hammer on the 2nd finger, okay, between the 9th of the chord and the flat 3, okay? But then we're gonna use one of the most unique embellishments of R&B and neo-soul, which are the pinky hammer-on pull-offs. And we're gonna do it this time across 3 different strings. The first string doing the 2nd one and the 3rd. All together with the chord down. Okay, you will have to practice this a few times. Make sure that you strengthen your fingers, that you get this type of hammer shape that you hear as a hammer. Okay, so not this, because you're just gonna kill the sound. Okay, you want to get this. Okay, and obviously the pull off, you really want to pull the finger off quite hard, right? Yeah, and then you get this. Okay guys, you can again play a rake arpeggio, which means the right hand plays a very quick arpeggio to get started and then single note, or you can strum it with your thumb to get started and then single note. Then after this guys, we're gonna have another run of diminished 7 chords, but this time with the root on the D string starting from the note F sharp, fret number 4. You get this shape which looks like 1, 3, 2, 4, okay? Frets 4, 5, 4, 5, okay, on the bottom 4 strings, the top 4 strings. You play this, and as always you can move this, so you move it 3 half steps higher, and then another 3 half steps higher, and then you do this slide, going nowhere, but really going back to the start with the B flat major 7. So this is all we need in terms of chords, guys. There's nothing else. Let's recap them. There's gonna be this way of playing a B flat major 7 with a hammer on with a pinky on the D string. Okay, we're gonna get into the timing in a minute. A7 short voicing, 2 diminished 7 chords, both with a hammer on with a pinky on the B string, C sharp diminished 7th, E diminished 7th. 1 minor chord, D minor 7 bar chord with a hammer on the second finger, then a rake to play 3 hammer on pull-offs on the first 3 strings. Then 3 diminished 7 chords in a row, which are going to be F sharp diminished 7th, obviously A diminished 7th, and then C diminished 7th, sliding back. Now this is the timing that I thought for this chord progression, and again you can check it out on my Patreon page as well as a guitar profile too. Let's go in slow motion. On the first chord you do this hammer on, percussion, and then twice the hammer on quicker, another percussion. So I also play a few ghost notes here and there because this is where the soul really comes from. Then A7, hammer ons on the 2 diminished 7 chords, hammer on the D minor 7. Okay, da da ba. You repeat this minor 3rd percussion, then rake, which leads into the 3 hammer on pull-offs in a row, diminished 7 chord, 4 note arpeggio, percussion, staccato, slide. This is also important because this is what you will find on the beat number 4 instead of a final percussion. It's where we want to be groovy. There's no fret really where you have to start from. You just go this way and then you start again. So guys, we have explained the finger picking pattern, the embellishment, all of the chord positions. Let's say something more about this D minor key. Well, the first chord is the flat 6 major 7, which means the 6th chord in a minor key. It's always going to be a flat 6 major 7 because any minor key has a flat 3, a flat 6 and a flat 7. Then you have the 5-7, which is sort of secondary dominant, a borrowed chord to get to D minor. And this chord, guys, if you know something about what I call the secondary diminished 7 chords, when it gets extended to the flat 9, so if you had an A7 flat 9 and you remove the root A, you are left with a C sharp diminished 7th. So when you play C sharp diminished 7th and E diminished 7th, you're really playing the 5-7 flat 9, so the A7 flat 9, just rootless. Okay, then the 1 minor. But when you play these 2, actually these 3 diminished 7 chords, they are the upper part of another dominant 7 flat 9 chord. This time an F7 flat 9, which is the secondary dominant to get back to the first chord, not to the 1 chord, but to the first chord, which is B flat major 7. B flat major 7, basically when you think of a secondary dominant, guys, think of the 5 of the chord you're heading to. You're heading to a B flat major 7, the 5 of a B flat major 7 is an F7. If you play it as a flat 9, you get all of these diminished 7th chords. once more. Again guys, the full tab, Guitar Pro and the music theory explanation is available on my Patreon page. I hope you enjoyed this lesson guys. I really enjoyed making it with this new Audigo microphone. So thanks Audigo for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next lesson.